few more people get in. Here we go. All right, let's do this. Good evening, Panther fans, and welcome to another edition of the Four Man Rush. I'm your main man, Kevin Avery, aka Country Kev. Joining tonight, once again, my cover two partner. Got Jadarius McCoy in the house, aka the Panthers Den JD. Coming to you after week 6. Carolina Panthers have dropped to 1 win, 5 losses. Lost the thing was a winnable game to the Atlanta Falcons. They lost at home 38-20. I know you that score. You're like, how's that winnable? Well, we'll get into that here shortly. But yeah, man. We had the black helmets. We had the color rush. We hadn't worn since the 2015 Thanksgiving Day game. I mean, the team was, visually had the bling, but, we got on the field and we couldn't do a damn thing, And like I said, we're going to get into all that here shortly. But, I mean, at this point, October, 14th? Today's October 14th. Really, as a fan, when you wait 8 months and by mid-October, you kind of feel like your season's already a wash, that can really, that can really have an effect on your sports psyche, unless you kind of, like us, hit the four-man rush. We haven't got to enjoy a winning season yet as the four-man rush. As many of you know, we began in August of 2018. Started off promising 6-2 that year. Thursday night game in Pittsburgh, and as we all know, that's going to be forever. That's for us. That's our Pearl Harbor.
I'm weak.
That's the day that will live in infamy for our franchise, because ever since then it's been epic downhill. But like I said, we're gonna break down the offense, defense, and answer fan questions here. But JD, overall, tell me what you think about what took place on the field yesterday.
So we have this odd thing in Carolina, and you being a fan since we've been a franchise, you can probably speak a little bit more to this than I can, but we have this thing to where we have a tendency where either one side of the ball is clicking and the other side is not clicking for whatever reason, not consistently. Then it'll flip-flop to where, okay, we get a stop, but now we turn the ball over. If it's not both sides, just early failing. So yesterday, defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. They rushed for almost 200 yards. And then defense finally gets stops. Andy Dalton throws turnovers. So, and we were moving the rock before that. The offense wasn't the issue. It was just that we couldn't get stops. Then we get stops and then we can't score. So it's like, well, how do you fix that when you don't have any type of consistency on either side? It looks. I feel like yesterday's loss was worse than it looks in the score sheet. Like, obviously we lose by 18 points. It's not a one-score game by any stretch of the imagination, but like as far as morale goes, your defense, who has been struggling all day, gets a stop, and then the veteran quarterback who's supposed to be leading the offense throws the game away when you're down one score. It's a lot more painful than I think most people will admit. But here we are.
And once again, for the second week in a row, Panthers jump out to an early 7-0 lead, only to finish the game, with our backs blown out, like we just got took to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because what's our motto? Keep pounding, and and that's just pretty much leading to my, next segue here with this Panther offense. Um, I, JD, you know me, I'm old school, bro. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, football in the 90s, played it, you know what I'm saying? Old school, 21 personnel, I formation, you know, running the ball 30, 40 times a game, you know what I'm saying? Play action passing. So when I heard Dave Canales talking about we're going to be stubborn with the run, I felt a little, old school joke coming. Okay, that's, okay, let's do it. We ain't got no fullback on the roster per se, but I mean, I guess all running now is done one back, presumably, for a large majority of parts. Still a few teams out there. Baltimore Ravens that still,
yeah,
you effectively use a fullback, even though they got a stud in Derrick Henry. But nevertheless, bro, when I look at the box score and I look at Chuba Hubbard and I see 18 carries for 92 yards, 5.1 yard average. His longest was 19. I don't know what stubborn with the run is. 24 carries, 24 run plays versus 38 pass plays. I mean,
it doesn't sound very stubborn.
Yeah, I'm just lost, man. Like I'm on record when we first drafted Chuba Hubbard in 2021, and it was found out that Matt Rue's wife essentially told him to draft Chuba Hubbard, and then Chuba Hubbard came out his rookie year and played like pure D ass. Couldn't pass block, couldn't catch the ball, was going down first touch of contact. He pretty much was in my doghouse. All the way until the Detroit home game in 2022 when it was 5 degrees outside, and I think he ran for like $140 and a touchdown. And after that, he's been steadily building his resume since then to now. Dare I say, JD, he's the best player on offense for us.
Yeah, that's very fair to say now. Yeah.
So help me understand, because I like to think I'm logical, but it's the reason we're not running the ball as much as we should. Is it because teams are loading the box and we're audible out of it because of the numbers, or do you feel like it's just like take us inside of the mind of an offensive minded head coach and what leads into the decisions to, you may go in with this particular game plan, but it changes because, like I said, it was a 1-score game up until just under the 6-minute mark in the fourth quarter. So
yeah,
why we couldn't have ran the ball more? What's up? Talk to me,
man. Why? That's the $1 million question. Why they got to do me like that? Why? For what? For why? What do we do to deserve this? The funny thing is, like, I don't know if you saw it up in the stands because you were at the game. Mm-hmm. We went heavy a couple times.
Yes, sir.
And actually ran the ball. And that was like, oh snap, maybe they are gonna commit to the run and go heavy and dictate the pace as far as that. And then guess what? We still throw the ball almost 40 times a game. Chuba only touches the ball, 18 times? And I'm like, why? How do we get here? And I always get drawn back to offensive-minded head coaches overlooking the run game because they feel like their concepts can win even without the run game having to win. Like, it's that study that some stat nerd did that was like, oh, you don't need to run the ball effectively for play action to be effective. I'm like, what? How did you come to that conclusion when the strength of play action is literally the first part of the play is a run play?
Right.
Literally, quite literally. I'm like, it would have been, even if we were even being down 2 scores, being down 1 score, going heavy and running the football to give yourself a favorable third down is better than pass, incomplete, 3rd and 8. You know what I'm saying? Or 3rd and 10. I can't fathom why, especially when you have a guy like Chuba Hubbard who is not only ripping off chunk plays on the ground, but is also being your safety valve. And it's like, don't you think you should work off that a little bit more, and instead of trying to call play action passes when there's no reason for a linebacker to bite on it because you're not running it in the second half. It's and somebody in the comments, William Tedder Jr., I see you live, brother. Appreciate you coming. He's like, Canales was a wide receiver coach who also specialized in like quarterback play and all that good stuff. It's no wonder why he's gonna call pass plays. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to argue that. It's hard to argue that. And then I always go back to, I'll say this and then pass it, but it always goes back to, for offensive coaches, the sexy stat is always going to be pass yards, always going to be receptions, always going to be passing touchdowns, and not necessarily how well you ran the ball. I feel like they leave running the ball as like the defensive coach's offensive philosophy. Instead of marrying the two on the same side. Yeah, man. Like you said before we got on, he's a young coach. He'll figure it out, but like, you got to do something, especially if you drafted a running back in the second round. You got to, at some point, you got to commit to the run, bro. That's just what it is.
Right. Now, I'm not saying they got 8-9 in the box and you got, you know what I'm saying, single one-on-one coverage,
right,
you know, with Johnson Leggett, not to, you know, audible. So I'm not saying that. But, you know, because at that time, you know what I'm saying, game on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's better go. Check. I would check, yeah.
You know, anything outside of a cover two, look by the safeties, you know what I'm saying, let's get it. You know, I like our chances against most secondaries with, you know, with the talent that we got. Clearly, you know, Dalton's not afraid to, you know, check it downfield, things of that nature. He shows some great touch. I mean, you look at his stats outside the 2 interceptions. I mean, I'll take, you know, 26 out of 38 on most days.
Yeah.
You know, but again, we left a lot out there. God, we left some points out there. I mean,
yeah,
you know, this, because of defense, this was supposed to have been a shootout. You know, it should have been, you know, Panthers 41, Atlanta 38. You know what I'm saying? So, because let's just keep it a buck. This, you know, this defense is, and it's not a lack of effort, it's a lack of talent. I don't want to make it seem like, you know, these guys not trying. I'm seeing the effort, but I'm just seeing at this level, effort is only going to get you so far.
Right.
You got to be talented here. You know, we're seeing what it's like life without Derrick Brown. We're seeing it. We're seeing what's life without Shaq Thompson. We're seeing it. You know, unfortunately, we done got accustomed to lack of a pass rush over the last couple of years, but you're seeing the effects of not having a Frankie Louvu. You know,
it's ugly out there. Shoot.
I mean, you know, we're seeing the effects of not having a Hassan Reddick. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, man. You know me, Jade. I've always, since you know me, I'm always trying to find the silver lining. These days, just give me a silver bullet, get it over with. I'm serious, bro, because this is like,
it's hard, bro.
It's hard because it's not like we had high expectations. I don't think any of us predicted us to have a winning record this year.
Right.
And I think that I was comfortable saying, hey, I just want to see us competitive.
Yep.
Getting some shootouts. I didn't want to see no more games where we only scored 6 or 10 points. I didn't want to see no more of that. So from that aspect, okay. But when this opportunity is there, I mean, man, we got to take it, and me and Smooth are the trench guys, bro. I haven't seen offensive line play this good since the 2015
Right.
Panthers.
Right.
Again, we didn't give up no sacks.
Nope.
How many times have we said that already? About 3 games?
Mm-hmm.
Out of 6 games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I'm gonna be honest. I was nervous because we had
Christensen at center,
Josh Niesman, playing right tackle for Moton, and Brady Christensen, filling in for Austin Corbett. Shout out to both of them for playing very well. Now, Grady Jarrett was a couple of plays. He was letting them know, Brady Christensen, I'm still that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a couple of tackle for losses. Like at one stretching point, it's like I kept hearing Grady Jarrett's name, and he always was stopping us at a crucial time where it was something like we should have picked up. Grady Jarrett on a tackle for loss. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, it was, you can't blame the offensive line.
Nope.
Nope. Not at all. And I be laughing because a lot of you icky haters, y'all talking about what almost happened instead of what did happen. Y'all looking for, well, he had him beaten, and if he would just did this, that would have been a sack. It would have been, but it wasn't. Oh, okay.
Okay. Right.
All right. Cool. This football, not horseshoes, and I'm not Brandy, but almost doesn't count here either. You know what I'm saying? So, so forgive me for not wanting to entertain, y'all talking about almost and what it could have been and this would have happened. Did it happen or did it not happen? That's what it comes down to. So, and like you said earlier, JD, it's crazy that, like you said, it flip-flopped because for the last few years, we couldn't get an offensive line like that. Like, could you imagine this type of offensive line if we had Teddy back in 2020?
Oh, boy. We would have been cooking.
What? Come on, man.
Boy.
But in any event, I just want to see a streak where Chuba Hubbard is getting 20 carries or more. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right now. Next 2 games on the road. If I'm not mistaken, at Washington and at Denver. Both of them who I believe lost yesterday. So
you're gonna need it against Washington to take some of that air out the football. They got a young quarterback.
Definitely to dominate time of possession on that.
Yeah, they got a young quarterback hooping.
And speaking of quarterback hooping, when they cut on the film this week,
oh God. Oh Lord, let me hold on.
Can you play that classic for me?
Boy, I got you, pimp. Hold on. Because the way that they got me out here
in these streets,
out here looking crazy, and it really don't make no sense. Where are my favorites at? Take me to my favorites now. I said take me to my favorites. Where it go? Crazy out here. Oh, I got too many videos. Take it to me. Take it to me. Where's that? Because you said zero tackles for loss.
Zero quarterback sacks. The front seven of the Carolina Panthers. Like you said, I'm old school. Ever since I've been a Panther fan, there's certain things I've always known we was gonna have. Strong running game and a front seven that will destroy habit. I've seen years where the secondary was trash. I've seen years where the skill players wasn't exactly, threatening anybody. But at the end of the day, we can run that damn ball, and we beat people up who try to run the ball. But
man,
this.
Cause ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Bro, it's disgusting, man. This is disgusting.
It just ain't no way.
I literally put that down. That front seven is disgusting, man. Like they had broke back Kirk Cousins in the pocket on a healing Achilles, you know what I'm saying, doing the cha-cha, you know what I'm saying, looking for receivers to get open. Like opportunities were there on crucial downs to get to this man, and we and I know you get it. Okay, Clowney didn't play, I get that, but truth be told, when Clowney was on the field, could you tell?
Nope.
So far this year?
Nope. Nah. Let me see pass rush grades. Ugh.
Let's see. Who's our best let's see what linebackers. Charles Harris, number 40. Okay, I was wondering what his name was. I just kept saying number 40. He just came out the practice squad. Claudine was it Chirilla? Yeah. But he had a pretty decent camp though for us, I believe.
Yeah, he was hooping in camp. He was just pegged as like a special teams guy.
Right. After that, TJ Smith at left end. Yeah, man, we
look at the corners up here with the line. I mean, that's crazy.
Nasty work. Come on, man.
Gee, what's that?
There go your favorite, DJ Johnson.
There he go. With his one rush move.
Man.
That's every old boy though.
I bet he got a mean run stop grade though, but
I bet so.
But Marquise Haynes just coming back, he gets a pass. You know what I'm saying?
That's first game back.
But man, it's like the song says, hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard, bro. Pimping ain't easy.
And tricking ain't hard, is what I've heard. I wish we can trick ourselves into some production defensively because, teams are just like, we need to get our run game numbers up when we play the Panthers.
Get right game, man.
Oh yeah,
that's who we are.
Oh yeah,
that's who we are.
You're running back in the contract here. Oh, we playing the Panthers. Yeah, okay.
We got him. Tell his people to get in contact with our people. We got him. Get him paid.
Yeah. So, well, like I said, you can only do so much without talent, and this is where I get conflicted with Evero because, the man ain't got shit to work with. Let's just keep it real. And like I said,
right,
it's not that these guys are not trying their best effort, but that effort has to come with talent in order to produce consistent results on the field. When you go a whole game, and I don't think this is the first game without a tackle for loss, that means nobody's beating their blocks to affect the play before the running back gets to the line of scrimmage. Nobody. So, man, it just
When your corner leads the team and run the stopping grade.
Whoa, I mean, take a look at this here.
Look at the corner up here.
J.C. Horn.
Go ahead and hoop, JC.
Is that DJ down there with a 48?
Yeah,
you know what?
I can't. I gotta laugh to keep from crying, cause boy,
Crying or cussing?
both of them. I ain't never click out a window so fast, boy.
And it's just disheartening, man. But you know what I mean? I'll feel this way for 6 days, and then when they're getting ready to kick off, today gonna be the day.
Yep.
You know, I trick myself intentionally because, like I said, man, you work all week. You want to see your favorite team do well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
I was gonna say something about
it's like, but
people,
it's like it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say something about people going into Sunday wanting us to lose and do bad. I'm like, that takes extra energy. Don't y'all just want to be happy?
Right. You know, I got people talking about, man, we're gonna get the first overall pick. We don't have to hope the team lose to get that. I mean, God bless their hearts. It's just, you know, because if you told me would you bet $1 million the Panthers get more than 2 wins this year? I'd have took that bet without even thinking twice.
On me,
I'm a little nervous, JD. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yep. I mean, literally, the only game we won this year is when everything went right. Yeah,
Absolutely, everything went right. You know, but
on every set, every phase. I don't know, man.
And so, excuse me. So, where are you with this whole position of the defense coordinator? I had posted this on Twitter. You know, due to injuries, lack of talent, does he get a pass for this year? I think the majority of people said they would give him a pass.
Yeah.
But bro, at some point, you like to see the defense put together a decent halfway effort. I mean, we're just.
Yeah. I mean, we can't even tackle.
Man.
You know? Tackling has been a chore almost for the past couple of games. And I don't know how you blame that on, you know what I'm saying, talent. I feel like that's a part of the game that should come, like that's basic football. And we can't do that. So I mean, as far as giving Arrow a pass, I'm with that though, because like it's been the worst case scenario as far as injuries. We really can't control that.
Right.
But you can control how you're prepared and how your team is prepared moving forward. So, I mean, he can get a pass in that, like he'll be back next year. I don't think this year will be the year that, you know, he leaves or goes and gets a head coaching job, especially with how his unit is looking. I think he comes back for it next year. I'm opening for him to come back next year, but I'm going to say this. He might not get the players he wants. You might, because we got to infuse this defense with talent, and like banging the table for DJ Johnson is, you know, kind of part of the reason why we're here now. So maybe with like less, you know, Dan Morgan and those guys, especially Dan Morgan, he knows what the team needs, and he probably saw something in 56, and having those young linebackers out there flying around, he probably has something to do with seeing something in their film. But yeah, man, we got to add talent, especially in the front seven, specifically in the front seven, I'd say.
I mean, you know me. If we're gonna run this 3-4 philosophy, I mean, Can you name one play where you're like, damn, shot total made an impact?
I couldn't even. I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't even do it, pimp. I ain't got nothing for you. I ain't. Shot total was a force that play.
Because I was excited when we signed him. You know.
I was gonna say the last time that happened, he was in a Saints uniform. When he picked off that pass. Like, dang, look at Shot Tuttle, man.
Right.
He gonna be a Panther. He gonna pick something off.
Well, I mean, ad nauseum, this defense is just, it is what it is at this point. So, which kind of brings me to my third point here. Team-wise, where do we go from here, JD? Like, I mean, clearly the answers is not on the roster. Like you said, we nearly had to play a perfect game to give ourselves a chance to win. And the opposition is just way too talented for us to let us play a perfect game. So it's because, you know, we got the lead first in Vegas and it seemed like it inspired our defense to, you know, play with a little bit of lead and go after. But shit, we've done that the last two games and like I said, and got our backs blowed out. So where do we go?
So we've been in this interesting space where we've been in evaluation mode. 3 weeks into the season, we kick it into evaluation mode. And the point of making a quarterback change and the point of, you know what I'm saying, doing that was to give yourself a chance to evaluate. I don't know that we can do that, honestly. Give an honest evaluation because of how up and down is. Our situation is extremely volatile. Like, there is no model of consistency here. For the last couple of weeks, it was Andy Dalton. I don't know, man. I'm starting to lose that feel of like, okay, he's a quarterback and he's gonna. And a part of the reason for that is because we're coming back across the field to check downs late. We're predetermining where the ball should go instead of looking at our matchups. Like, we're trying to force it one-on-one to a tight boundary to Deontay Johnson instead of attacking the 3x2 we have at the top of the field. And as a veteran quarterback, you're supposed to see those. And we're not, for whatever reason, we're not seeing it.
At all.
And the reason why your quarterback was sat down is because he wasn't seeing it. And you go after a veteran because he sees it. I don't know where we go, man. I honestly don't. Canals, I think, said today specifically about quarterback Dalton starting, which I'm cool with, but I don't know. The future in Carolina is still not set in stone by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know that any of this benefits them in the long run, on the defensive side or the offensive side. Obviously, next year we'll hopefully have Derek Brown, all those guys, Ashawn Robinson, all those guys back healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll be adding them into a situation to where, okay, now we have to rush talent out there just in case, because we just can't have Charles Harris and DJ Johnson rushing the quarterback next year. Like, that just can't happen under any circumstance. So now you have that Russian infusal of talent out there. We have an old roster and we don't have a lot of cap space. I don't know, man. I don't know. Treacherous times.
And then a lot of players got signed on 1 or 2 year deals. So
yeah,
where's the core? You know, where's the building point around it? You know,
man. The only core player I'm willing to like put money on it was Derrick Brown until he got hurt. That's the only guy I knew for sure. Okay, he's a core player. I would say
can we say Chuba as a core?
I'm leaning that way now. Every game, I'm starting to lean that way more. I would say probably Chuba. Jonathan Brooks is an unknown, but that could be a 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying?
And can you let the fans know it's okay to have two very effective running backs? Because we still got a lot of people in this mind frame. Oh, well, if Brooks come back and help and show out, we ain't got to sign Chuba. We can use that money elsewhere.
Nah. We're looking for our offensive identity. And the more players that we have on offense that are good, the better. I don't know if y'all knew that. But
because it's not here that we can just get a cheap running back to throw in there, and
they look, teams like Kansas City can do that because they have established identities and they know what they need. We have nothing. We got Andy Dalton and Deontay Johnson, beloved. That's what we got. So if Jonathan Brooks comes back and Chuba Hubbard keeps balling out and Jonathan Brooks is advertised, that gives you an identity to build off of.
Well, I'm of the mind frame of, the more bullets we got in the clip, the better. And shout out to Xavier Legette. By week 6 of his rookie year, he's already got as many touchdowns as former Panther wide receiver DJ Moore had in his rookie year. Did you know that, JD? Oh, seemed like he lost JD there for a moment. Yeah, so Panther fans, it's I get it. It's rough to watch. And really, like I said, until that Andy Dalton interception, I think JD's having connection issues. So hopefully he'll be back on here shortly. But until that interception with about a little under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, I mean, we was right there, but at the end of the day, we still only scored 3 points in the second half. That's not going to get it. That's not going to get it. I was hoping that touchdown by Legette at the half would have, took us with some momentum, but it just didn't. It's like we got in our own way. All right, let's see. His laptop died. Okay, JD, we're waiting on you to come back. But you guys that's out there, drop your questions in. We definitely love to answer and give you our opinions and what we think and insight on it. So definitely don't be afraid to hit that comment box and to let us know. There you go.
Yep, my bad.
Welcome back to the ride.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I was just telling our fans here that as bad as the defense played, as stagnant as the offense look, because we only scored 3 points in the second half. Until that Dalton interception with about little under 6 minutes left to go, there was a chance for us to win the game, man.
Yeah, we was right there. We was down one possession. Just marched down the field, scored, got the ball back. It was like, okay, all we need is one stop. Got the one stop. Interception.
Right. And the fact that I would love for Andy Dalton to explain why he overlooked the open Jonathan Mingo in front of him to try to force a pass to a covered Ian Thomas is beyond me.
Okay, so for Dalton, I think the issue is it's
like if there was a way we could pull up the all 22 for that. I want to see from his eyes what exactly he was seeing to make that decision. Like, was Jonathan Mingo going to be way short of the first down? Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe that was on third down, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Now he probably would. He would have gotten close to it. I mean, he was obviously underneath the sticks, but
right.
I'll probably pull it up and share it. I know either Dunk or somebody else has pulled the film on that play already, or Ricky.
Right. But ain't nothing wrong with putting up. But ain't nothing like that Panther den, saying touch to it too. So.
Oh, I'm gonna go back through this game and probably do that tomorrow after I finish getting back from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And put that on there. I got y'all.
Definitely appreciate it. But we got Mark Drake here from Facebook says, y'all still watching the games? LOL, LOL. I just can't anymore. And you know what? I'm not even mad at fans that feel like they can't watch it. I don't blame you. Protect your mental, protect your sports psyche at all times. Don't let anything sports related start to affect you in other areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? There's something else better you can do on your Sundays than watch the Panthers play. I'm not even gonna feel mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna feel mad at all. I'm just that stubborn. Yeah, I be mad. I talk shit all week. Feel some kind of way. But once I see, that silver helmet come out with that Panther on it, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to believe that we, we're gonna make some noise today. So
I'm same way. I'm real stubborn. I ain't gonna hold you. But for y'all, we don't get paid to do this. You know what I'm saying? As far as watching the games and being a fan, don't get paid for that. So if it's not good for your mental health, or you're good for your mental psyche, and you feel like you want to spend that time with the family, or go get some exercise, you do that, beloved. You do that. You take care of you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, we can't control what's on the field. We just gotta hope for the best. We all fans. Just like the rest of you. We buy the merchandise. We make plans to go to games, both home and away, whatever works out for us. So. But yeah, protect your peace over everything. Don't let this team take you to places where you're uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, me, I got a sense of humor about things, so I'm Kevin Avery, not Kevin Hart, so I can laugh at my pain.
Yeah, thirsty.
I know, right? But hey man, just overall though, the Panthers, they I like to think this is going to turn around. I think we're going to look back on these dark, days and just be like, bro, how do we overcome it? I mean, JD, does it seem like 9 years ago we was having fun and just dabbing our way through it?
Man, no, that seemed like another lifetime.
Like, matter of fact, wasn't it around this time that we finally won at Seattle? I think that was like week 5. I mean, I know there was an October game. You know what I'm saying? So it's, man.
I just going into that one, I was like, oh, we might drop this one, but we've been doing good the other weeks. Come out and pull the win.
I just had an idea, Panther fans. Just go to your YouTube archives, and when the Panthers are on, just pull up a game from 2015 season and watch it. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you protect your peace, right there. Yep.
That's. I might start doing that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, look.
I'm like,
Hey,
look at Coney Ely, man, out here brushing the.
he's still playing.
I don't know.
I thought he was out the league.
That man gone. But I was like, look, from 2015, pull it up.
Yo, our man Mark Drake says, "Yeah, dog, I'm an Auburn fan too. Been a rough decade. I'm gonna still keep pounding." Okay, see, we're on the same page. Like I said, we're gonna have our jokes, we're gonna talk our shit, but at the end of the day, we still, we still rep shit. I was rocking this today. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yes,
what?
sir.
I'm still rocking the cap. You know what I'm saying? What? So I'm right there with you. We just got to have a sense of humor when we go through times like this. So when days get better, we can look back. But got Braxton Jordan here saying, got to crawl before we can walk. Hey, Smokey said it on Friday. I mean, hey, it's good logic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we gonna crawl with Coach Canales and go from here, because I even though he's doing some things that bow for me, I think he's the type of guy that's honest enough with himself that when he get a chance to look back and reevaluate this shit, he's gonna look back and be like, yeah,
let's do it a little different.
Right.
I like Canales as a guy. I hope he can put it together as a coach, but as a man, from the outside looking in, not knowing him, seems like a pretty chill dude, and definitely hope the best for him. But I don't know, man. You got to show me though.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to show me. It says here again, Mark says, I believe in stability, right or wrong at this point. Yeah, like, can we just start showing, training camp fundamentals at this point? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the point where I'm at.
Yeah.
And Braxton Jordan here says, I look at it this way. We behind the 8 ball on a lot. It just hasn't even out yet because of the turnover we had. That's true. We had 2 turnovers. And usually when you lose a turnover battle, you usually lose the game. That's the turnover stat, that is undefeated. That is sound logic on so many levels. So
take care of the rock, take it away.
Man.
That's the name of the game.
So we'll see if there's going to be more tweaking to the roster. I didn't hear anything significant, any possible new injuries or anything like that. Did you, JD?
Nah, I didn't see anything. Got players coming back designated to return.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't this going to be the last week if Brooks can come back? If not, he has to go on IR for the rest of the year? Because isn't like a 21-day window?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Should be seeing him real soon. I would say about we got Denver in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but his window started the week of the Chicago, because that was week 5.
Yeah.
Week 6 just passed, yesterday with Atlanta, so that's 14 days. So,
no. Yeah, they gotta. Well, he'll be designated to return. He probably just won't play until Denver.
Okay. All right, that's fair. So, JD, any final thoughts on week 6 and where we go from here?
Man, The best I can say is just hold on for dear life. And when I was thinking about saying that, I would be thinking about the defense, but now that's for both sides of the ball. I don't know what you gain from the rest of this season going into next season, honestly. I don't see what there is to build off of, other than finding and establishing your offensive identity. And really, that's the only thing. Defensively, just hold on. Because it's not I don't know if it's a scheme issue. I think it's a talent issue, like you said. Can't fix that middle season, really. So just hold on for dear life, man, and try not to implode. Try to find things to build off of and stack wins if you can. And really, that's it. Like, we're in evaluation mode now, and that's why you're seeing a lot of mock drafts and stuff and people doing that. That's just where we are, and it's sad that it's happening. What 6-7 weeks into the year, but
right,
that's just where we're at, man. It's evaluation mode.
Evaluation mode, protect your peace mode. Hey, for those of y'all that's in the fantasy football, hope you're doing a lot better than that than what your real team doing on the field.
Factual.
And I'm mad because I missed out on 2 of the 3 leagues I'm in, and I got 2 auto-drafted teams, and I'm just like, man, the heck with it.
Hey. Yeah.
So. Yeah. Well, as always, want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here and supporting us here at the 4-Man Rush. I want to thank all 266 of you that came through and had a part of this podcast episode. Hopefully, you'll stick around to where we can be excited talking about another win. But until then, we're just gonna tell it like it is, and have fun with it, and so we all gonna get through this together. So like I said, protect your peace. Enjoy your family. Do what makes you feel good. But at the end of the day, when it's time for the Panthers play, let's get behind this team and let's just hope for the best. That's pretty much where we at right now. So, but on behalf of the rest of everybody here at the 4-Man Rush, Will Harris, Big Smooth, Monty, Bernardo Greg James, Vince Holmes, let's see, Noah Thornburg, all those guys, everybody here to take a part, make up the 4-Man Rush. We just want to say on behalf of all you fans, saying thank you. We appreciate you guys. We love interacting with you guys on social media, whether it's Facebook or whether it's Twitter. I can't lie. I be having it's a lot of fun interacting on Twitter. I can't even lie to you. Twitter. Some of y'all may be calling it X, but whatever. But just the main thing out there. Just you guys stay safe. And JD, nothing happened. We'll do this again next week, right?
Yes, Sirski. Right back at it.
All right, cool. Well, again, this is your main man, Kevin Avery, a.k.a. Country Kev, and my partner, Jadaris McCoy, a.k.a. Panthers Den. We're about to get up out of here, let you enjoy the rest of your Monday night here. But as always, keep pounding, and what a rush.